What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Straight out the gate, Pastor Jamal Bryant is a super simp. Yeah, I said it. Let me tell you something, fam. I absolutely despise men who would tear down other men to make themselves look good to women. This dude does it all the time. And you know what? He ain't the only one. There's a lot of dudes that play that game. He knows that the chick is feeling you, so he go to her. And now, most real chicks, that'll kind of push them even closer. They don't just take what that person say and run with it. Sometimes I've had chicks come to me and tell me what a sucker said about me. He trying to get at her by trying to clown me or trying to give us some information that he may have on me or think he have on me. Pastors, so many of them, they do that all the time. Have you ever noticed, if you go to most black churches, a good 80% are filled with women? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because most men are hip to the bullshit. We know bullshit when we hear it. So we ain't trying to hear it. It ain't that men are less spiritual or less religious. They just know bullshit when they hear it. And they know that a lot of these dudes be running up in the chicks in the congregation. They already know. They know the game. But a lot of these women don't know the game. I didn't say all don't, but a lot of these women don't know the game. And these pastors, they prey on these women who are single. They prey on these women who have problems in their relationships. Many churches now have marriage counseling. They're supposed to help you stay together. But I know someone who went to marriage counseling at the church, and the marriage counselor ended up with his wife. A lot of these dudes, they use the church as a sexual amusement park. And they running through as many women in that congregation as possible. This dude, Jamal Bryant, it's one thing for him to speak ill of the dead. It's one thing for him to just speak on Kevin Samuels and say what he said was wrong or whatever. But it's something totally different when he took a personal jab at that man's finances and said, you know, ladies, don't let this guy tell you about a high value man when he had to get a GoFundMe when he died. And the women just, yeah, they just, again, telling them what they want to hear. See, common sense would tell anybody that man did not have to get no goddamn GoFundMe. The dude had paper. You can't even spend the kind of paper that he was getting on a daily basis fast enough. The man was going live every night. Every day he going live. Every day. Well, 5 days a week. He was going live 5 days a week. Just off of his super chat alone, he was getting thousands of dollars. We're not even getting into his ad revenue. But the type of numbers he had 1.4 million followers on YouTube. That's an easy six-figure check. Easy six-figure check every single month. Easy six figures every single month. And, you know, he should have had some discernment. Okay, let's say he wanted to speak on it because he know that's his audience. You know, his audience is mostly women, and you know they want him to speak on it. I'm sure they probably came to him and said, "You need to say something about that Kevin Samuels. You need to say something about him." And I bet you he was just, "Yeah, I got something for it. Okay." He probably was like, "You know, you think they'll be ready for that? You don't think it's too soon? Now you need to say something about him right now. You need to say something about him right now. Or I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving." Okay, you gonna leave our little relationship on the side, and you talking about leaving the church? Which one? Okay, all right. Oh, you talking about leaving the church? Oh, okay. I gotta stop something because you know our little side relationship ain't no big deal. You know, but this church, you give me that money, that 20, I need that money, man. Can't afford to have you leave the church. So I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. The reason why there are so many lost souls is because there's too many pastors out there just telling people what they want to hear. They got something for everybody to appease everybody. You don't hear pastors taking hard stances on immorality. You don't hear them calling people out. No, you know, you only hear them taking the safe route. When the majority of the church the majority of the congregation feel a certain way about a certain individual, whatever, then they might say something slick. For example, politics. Majority of the church, they don't like Trump. Okay, I'm gonna say something. Majority of the church don't like Biden. I'm gonna say something. I got him. You see? Telling parishioners what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. That is one of the biggest problems. That is why there are so many people leaving the church. Because they're looking at the people in the church like, wait a minute. He go to church every day, or she go to church every day. She in church every week. But she out here living fouler than me. So what is my incentive to want to go to church? What is my incentive to want some of that when there is no clear difference between the way they behave and the way I behave? I mean, if it's church, I got to see something. I got to see a different level, right? I got to see something that I'm not getting. You know, I got to see something that's different, some growth that's different from what I see every day if I go to the club. If I can go to the club and I can have a conversation with somebody in the club, in a nightclub, a strip bar. If I can have a conversation with a woman in a strip club and she sounds exactly like the woman in the church, what am I going to church looking for a woman for? And why am I elevating the woman that's in the church? I'm saying, fam, you can take whatever side you want. If you don't like Kevin Samuels, fine. If you like him, fine. But trying to just disrespect the man in death just to get some amens and some love offerings, that's low. That's real low. Pastor Jamal Bryant fixed his goat mouth to tell the women of his congregation to look at the woman next to you and say, "It's not that I hate men, it's just that I despise weak men." What the hell is all that? Boy, it sounds like he's about to die. What he should have done is told those women, look at the woman next to you and say, "Is this the same nigga who cheated on his wife multiple times? Ain't this the same mother who running up into other women of the church?" But see, that's too much like right. Telling them what they want to hear. That alone should have disqualified him from being listened to in terms of relationship advice. He is the last person that someone should be listening to for relationship advice. But they listen to him because he coddles them. He tells them what they want to hear. Now, somebody who don't know any better might hear me talking and be like, "Oh, what you hate black women or something?" No, you can't get me with that. My record with black women is solid. My love My affection, my adulation for black women is solid. But I ain't finna lie. I ain't gonna stand up and lie. I know the truth when I hear it because the truth don't care who tells it. Pastor Jamal Bryant, your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?